And what is up with the squad? It's your favorite RT with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with Mr. Shake My Hand, RobDaManMedia, Papi Chulo. Y'all know what it is.
Papi Chulo.
Hey, what's up, Rob? What's happening?
Man, what's happening, man? Hey, what's happening is these goddamn Gamecocks in their dub, man. That's what's happening.
Hey, Gamecocks everywhere. I was up last night just being cocky because why not? It's Gamecocks everywhere. Just seen Russell only bring the facts to the chat. Sent me the message say Isla also playing on Team Brazil. So I'm excited to see Kamilla and Isla on the floor together. Goodness gracious, man. Gamecocks in Brazil. Like we go Gamecocks, man. We so international. Baby. We so international around this thing.
Hey, yeah.
We international around here. Y'all run them lights up coming in the door.
Y'all might make me have to pop out. Y'all might make me have to pop out a little Brazil, baby.
Not to Brazil. Gamecocks on top. You hear me? Gamecocks on top. So we got a chance to we can run through them. Asia, we start with Asia all the time. She was in concussion protocol. We got her back this week. The Storm, I think she had she returned from concussion, came back strong. We pulled out that win. We pulled out the win yesterday. That first game back was kind of was a little shaky. She back now. She locked in. Yeah. What are you feeling like with Asia right now?
Just working ourselves back in the basketball shape. Once you leave and you miss, a couple games, you just got to build up, because you can see her missing a lot of chippy shots at the basket. That's unnormal. So she's just working herself back. It's gonna take a couple games, but to be honest with you, the Vegas, we missing a lot of twos. So we gonna get into that in a Vegas show. About what's really going on and why they're not being successful, things like that. So, but to Asia, she's just building momentum back up from the concussion. So I expect her to have even better numbers going into the next game. But the biggest thing is trying to stack wins right now for Vegas, for sure.
I still got Asia in the MVP conversation. Even being out them games, 3 games, I'm saying she can overcome those 3 games being out and still be in this MVP conversation. I still got 3 Gamecocks in the MVP conversation. Asia Wilson, one of them. Pharaoh, what's good? Missy, what's happening?
The way the season going, she's gonna be in the conversation, right? Because now it's everybody that's in the MVP conversation all missed time outside of Allisha Gray.
We'll get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that game.
So I'm just saying, in general, when you look across the board and you talk about MVP conversation, everybody they quote unquote try to put in the MVP conversation is all missed time this year. So it's everybody's team suffers. So you can't even try to push one narrative over the other, because everybody's team has struggled outside of one. Everybody's team has struggled. So there you have it.
I agree. So how many games do you think a player can miss and still be in the conversation? Frank Wright, was good.
I mean, it's hard to really put a number on it. You can't be like, hey, miss 25 games and something like that. No, that can't happen. But it's only, I mean,
I think 5 or 6. I think 5 or 6.
I mean, you take a 44 game season, right? You automatically take off 4, which will put it at 40, right? And then take off another 3 for load management, 3 to 4 for load management. So when you talk about that, the most you could probably miss is 8 games at most.
Like 8 games. All right.
Yeah, because so here's what I always do. Like, you always take off 4 games, no matter how many games, right? 82, you take off 4 games, and then you take off another 4 games for load management.
Okay, so
because of a back-to-back situation. So you take out 8 games.
Okay, I'll take it. Everybody's still in the conversation then so far.
And the reason why I take out 4 games, right, is because when you look at it's 44, you take out 1 day for take off for work, you know what I'm saying, so for every 10 games. So 1 day you take off, right? And then you take off 4 games for load management. So that's how you come up with the 8.
All right. We can circle back. We're gonna just give it in general kind of hits on everybody real quick, and then we can deep dive. But Aliyah Boston, Indiana Fever, took a loss. Aliyah looked like Aliyah though. Another one in the MVP conversation, especially when they go to her. I think on the last 7 days. Yeah, featuring her. Yeah, there you go. I think on the last 7 days, she's averaging 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.5 blocks, maybe somewhere around there. Double versus Liberty. Kept it tight in the Aces game, but I mean, you know, she's a quiet MVP contender. She always gonna do the work. Next up, I think they play the Sky. Next up, they play the Sky with no Kamilla Cardoso, so she should eat for real. She should eat for real.
Man, listen, it should be.
Emily was good, yeah.
She should have a feast day. If she don't have 20 and 13, 20 and 14, I got a real problem. There's a real problem out there.
That means she's not being featured.
Say that again.
That means she's not being featured. If she don't get 20 and 13, that means she's not being featured. Yeah, Valkyries Cookin. I agree.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because her matchup is gonna be E Will. So she gonna go E-Will gonna be the star next to Angel. So she gonna go against E-Will. And then when you look at their bench, they ain't got nothing on the bench. So
I like the Gamecock crying. I like the Gamecock crying.
Unless they got one or two ways. Either E-Will is gonna start or Angel's gonna go to the 5 and they're gonna go super small. One of the two things gonna happen. It's just a matter of which one you want to pick.
Which one is the best?
To play against the Fever, I would go small. I would put Angel at the 5. And then you can put a Michaela Michaela in there at the 4 because she can match up with Howard. Okay. I would go small. I wouldn't go with a double big against them because it just makes no sense. But you know, we are talking about the Sky, so on a lot of things make a whole lot of sense there.
Did I get them wrong, Farrell? They play the Storm next. One bad. They got the Storm next. Still got to show. Still can eat.
Oh yeah. Indiana does play the. Yeah, they do play the Storm. Yeah.
They play the Storm next. Keep me honest. Yeah. They still can eat right there. But that's gonna be interesting. Malonga is I guess that'll be who would match up against AB.
No, they're gonna have Izzy. Yeah, Izzy gonna get the matchup. But here's the difference though. With Seattle, and they gonna have Izzy, but even if they switch it, you still gonna have Nneka bumping her, right? Every time she come across, Nneka's gonna bump, because Howard's not gonna put enough pressure for them not to double team or do anything like that. So the matchups across the board on paper shows. On paper, it shows.
Go ahead.
I'm saying on paper it shows like this should be an even matchup across the board. But the X factor in the whole situation, you know what I'm saying, is Gabby Williams because they don't have a 3 and Seattle does. So
when you mention Nneka though, do you see a situation where they might just say Nneka guard AB because of the way because of the way Nneka plays Asia and just leave Ezzy and Malonga out of it?
Yeah. So what I would do, I would put Nneka on AB. The reason why is because now I get to let Ezzy roam. And as long as I get to let Ezzy roam, we're actually playing better basketball because now she get to clean up the glass, she get to go block shots, we can get out of transition. If you put Ezzy on AB, now your Nneka has to become the rebounder. And I think Seattle plays a lot better when they put Nneka on the best post player and let Ezzy go wrong. I think that's when they at their best.
Okay. So who we got next? Oh, Cardoso. Kamilla Cardoso.
Hey, Miller finna be a part of that thing, man.
But the crazy thing about Kamilla Cardoso is if you let Kamilla Cardoso play yesterday, don't seem like Chicago lose.
Yeah, that's all I'm finna go to. I'm finna say they dropped the ball on that one. They pretty dropped the ball on that one. I mean, you know that you're about to lose Kamilla to, you know what I'm saying, America Cup or whatever. You should just let her just go ball out, just go crazy. Like, hey man, feature her as much as possible. Like, utilize that because we ain't gonna have it. So what do we do without 6'7"?
So my thing is, do you think that they were like, you know what? Okay, because we were joking around yesterday in the live and talking about it, but it's not a situation where they're like, Brazil's like, hey, sit her down. We need her. Like, I'm not saving you for your home country. I pay you too. So I need, while you on my clock, I need you to make to earn this dollar. So
yeah,
like you said, with all of that said, like, and the other thing that I don't understand about Kamilla Cardoso is I don't understand why they won't let her foul out. Don't sit her down because she's in foul trouble and then never put her back in the game. Let her foul out. Like, I don't know. It's like they don't realize, Rob, that if you foul out this game, you can still play the next game. I don't know what the confusion is there. And maybe if she fouls out one time, she'll make the adjustment so she doesn't foul out again. I don't know. Let's see. What's your thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, how many people actually foul out in the game? Like, just be real. On an average basis, how many people truly foul out in the game?
Maybe
the answer is really like, no, the answer is really like about 0.3. Like, it's a rare.
You talking about overall on the season?
Yeah, overall, like, how many people in the game with 5 fouls and will never get to that 6 foul? Point take. So it's so in that sense, you might as well let her play because the odds of her fouling out, knowing that she has 5 fouls, it's slim to none. Like, you might as well just let her play. That's the reason why I brought that point up, because it's a lot of people that finish with 5 fouls that don't ever get to the 6th one, and so and they play with 5. Like, look at a person like AT. AT get 5 fouls and still be in the game hooping. Like, she ain't got no fouls. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get 5 fouls, you want to know something. When you get 5 fouls, they actually let you play more looser. They actually let you get away more shit because they don't want to foul you out.
So, do you think they do that because they don't believe that Kamilla Cardoso has built up enough cachet with the referees to not get that six call? Like, they're gonna give it to her. I mean, that's the only thing I can think about. That's the only thing I can think of. They also didn't do it last year, so I don't know if that's just a coaching thing because she's a younger player. But Teaspoon didn't let her foul out either. I don't get it. Foul out. That's what they give it to you for.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I coach, I tell a player like this: hey, you know you're in foul trouble. You know how many fouls. So if you go foul and you foul yourself out the game, that's on you. It ain't gonna be on me.
You exactly. You said it. You fouled yourself out the game. You fouled yourself. I didn't go out there and get the foul for you. You fouled yourself out the game. So I agree. I love that. I love that concept. Yeah,
that's my theory, right? A lot of people don't understand the theory of that, and that's why I say, listen, I don't care what you go out there and do. You have to understand what the refs are calling, what they're not calling, right? I'm gonna keep battling. I'm gonna keep fighting for the refs to make sure that you're not picking up ticky-tack fouls, that they're not calling on the other side. But I need you to also do your job and adjust what they're telling you to do and what not to do, right? Hey, if you seeing that your arm bar is causing a foul, hey man, take the arm bar off. Let her catch it. It's okay if she catches the ball. I know we want to not let her catch it. It's okay if she catches the ball. Guess what? She still got to go do something with the basketball. Just make her get to a secondary move and see what she can do. Right. That's it. I'm good with it. And so that's the things about when you look at the leadership, but it's also how many people is pouring into Kamilla while she's on the bench and really talking to her about, hey, listen, we're going to put you back in the game. Don't even worry about it. We're going to put you back in the game. But here's what we need from you. When you come back in the game, I need you to go dominate on the boards. I need you to own every freaking rebound that come off the glass. I don't give a damn the Angels out there. I need you to go fight with Angels to get that rebound.
Let me ask you a question. Because I heard you mention that yesterday, and I was thinking about it, and then I was like, is it fair to ask for that at the pro level, right? From a coaching perspective, is it fair to ask for that? Because part of me was like, when I think about what you're saying, it's not a lot of organizations where I see the assistant coaches pouring back in. Now, when I'm weighing it, the successful organizations seem to have those assistant coaches that are doing that. But is it a situation where people are like, you a pro, pour into your own self, or like, you know, what is the balance of that? I don't want people to be like, oh, well, that's something that you do in college, or that's babying them. Where's the line between professional and developing?
The thing about it is, it's not even babying them. What people don't realize, the winning organization, the people that win the chips, Watch what their assistants do versus what the hell your assistants do. It's a 90-day difference, right? When you go look at the losing team in the league or anybody that's middle of the pack, and then you go look at the teams that's winning, what are the assistant coaches doing versus what y'all doing? It tells you a whole lot, right? Your assistant coaches mean something. And if you can't value your assistants, that's why you can't value your team. That's why you're losing. That's why you're in the losing streak that you're in. Because your assistants are not putting enough pressure on your team in the right or wrong way, right? They're not at practice putting enough pressure on them, but they're also not giving enough advice for them to be successful.
Okay, I got you. Before we move on from Kamilla to the next player, how much of an interruption is this, right? As a coach, like how much of an interruption is it to have Kamilla go to play AmeriCup and then come back, and then what are you worried about? And I mean, like outside of, because we don't even worry about injuries because that ain't happening. Like, what are those things you worry about having another coach get in her ear in the middle of this season right now?
It's nothing that you worry about, because guess what's going to happen? Kamilla going to go play the best basketball she's played all season over there. It always happens.
I'm expecting it. She's going to go down.
Let me tell you, be honest.
Kamilla Cardoso going to go show out. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Hey, listen. If you go look at anybody that was on these rosters that like was on Golden State, New York, this, that, and the third as a role player, go check what their stats is right now. I guarantee you they're averaging double figures, averaging 6-7 rebounds, 4-5 assists. Like their numbers up all the way across the board, and they get back to the United States and they act like they don't know how to play basketball. It's not they don't know how to play basketball. It's because the team is not pouring into them to play that way in America than they are playing in Europe.
Gotcha.
They don't want it. They really don't want to come to the United States, but they know they needed to build a brand to get more money. So they have to come over here to show that they can play against the best. That's how they get better for the Olympics. So, I mean, when you look at it, the coaches that play for Brazil, they're going to buy into Kamilla more than what Chicago Sky is. They're going to pour more into her in these next couple weeks than Chicago Sky is. So for her, this is what she needs, because hey, listen, you get so mentally drained in losing situations that sometimes you just need to go away and be in a different environment just for you to get just a peace of mind.
Gotcha.
And so for her, she about to get a peace of mind where now she can play basketball freely. And guess what? It's 5 fouls in Europe. It ain't 6. It's 5 fouls over there. So you really got to be on the head on the swivel and not be fouling.
So this show called Hot Takes. This Hot Takes. That's what our show called. I got a hot take for you. And I know we're supposed to be talking WNBA, right?
Yeah.
But check this out. It should be real scary hours right now for everybody in college hoops that's going to have to see the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Isla McDowell just made this same team with. Is she on the same team as Kamilla Cardoso? Is that right? Are they playing together, or are they on 2 different levels? Either way it goes.
I'm gonna say but which team is she playing on? Because there's a U19s team, and then there's the.
That's what I said. They may not be on the same team, right? Yeah. But she's getting ready to go and get that same experience, right? Because we saw Kamilla go and play for the Brazil team. Was it 2 summers ago? Maybe 3 summers ago now, right? I don't remember Miller fouling out over in China. So I'm looking at that growth that Isla's getting ready to have, going to play with these grown women on an international level, because it's going to be, which I'll say, a lot more physical over there, which is going to prepare her for the physicality of the SEC. And I'm saying all of that to say that like we have some freshmen and sophomores in situations right now that are going to have them walking back into CLA, damn near already pros, right? Like damn near already pros. Like Isla's going to come in with like pro experience. We already watched her play. I don't know how many WNBA games. You can say what you want about how she did. You can say what you want about whether she was out on the floor. She has that experience. That's in her bag now. That's something that most college players ain't got. Then, quiet as it's kept, Joyce is over there playing with probably everybody that we want to know something about. We sent the computer to go get all of the information. She's taking downloads on all of them. On all of them. So I don't.
Yeah,
I do. I'm feeling real cocky about next season, and I do mean I do mean to talk my shit. I was about to say I don't mean it, but I do. Y'all better be scared.
Joyce is actually she playing against the pros, so she ain't playing on U19. She's playing against the pros.
Joyce for sure playing against the pros. Isla may be like U19 or something, but still, I'm thinking about what that experience looked like for Kamilla when she went and played against the best bigs in the world at that time. She looked like the best big in the world against them. So I'm excited about what that experience is going to bring into.
Here's the thing you like about Isla. Isla's going to play against some top competition in U19s, right? Because I think they might be in the same bracket as Canada. So she gonna get some real work at the U19. Yeah, I think they're supposed to play each other, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go look at it. That's if she's on the U19 team, because I know the schedule for their national team. I just don't know what the schedule is for the U19 team. But she's gonna probably end up having to play. She's gonna have to play Team USA, or she's gonna have to play Canada, one of the two. So she's gonna be straight there anyway. Go. But to your point, right? The growth of these couple players from the Gamecocks is going to go play overseas to then come back into, practice. It's gonna be night and day difference, right?
Let me say this. It's not saying it ain't saying U19. It said on Monday 2 more Gamecocks earned their way onto America Cup rosters. Team Brazil, I think it's Basket Brazil, announced their squad for the 28th July 6th tournament. Both former Gamecock Kamilla Cardoso and incoming freshmen earned spots on the team. So that's not like they playing together to me. Am I missing something?
July 6th that'll be the U19s.
No. She's playing from June 28th to July 6th, just the same dates that Camilla's playing.
Oh yeah, that means she made the national team then.
Oh well, yeah, y'all should be scared.
Yeah, she made the national team.
Y'all should be scared. And yeah, you should be scared of Joyce, Benji, baby, because she told y'all she ain't got time to think about the WNBA. She got work to do next year, this coming up season, about that national championship she working on. Yeah, be scared. Be very afraid.
Yeah, so Brazil is going to have to play Canada, so they gonna get some real work. I don't know what their full Canada team looks like yet, because I don't know if they announced their rosters.
Right.
But they're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play Canada because they're in their same group. So they're gonna get some real work on their national team for sure.
Yeah, they said she's making her first America Cup appearance, although she did participate in the U18 version event last year. Like, nah, you playing with the big dogs now.
Yeah, you ain't playing with no.
Yeah.
High school kids. These all pros. Yeah.
I'm curious to know how many other freshmen and sophomores are getting that experience coming in right now. So I see you saying the Sword sisters. So maybe Silent. What's her sister name?
The one that just committed to Kentucky.
Yeah,
the Whisper. The Whisper.
She gonna get the Whisper.
Yeah. He got
Savvy Sword, Savvy and Silent. Thank you. Joyce gonna be whooping them girls so bad next year it ain't gonna make no sense. I seen some pictures of her shooting over Stokey. I like that she's getting that work right now. That's the work you want her to get. Plus, I want to ask you this, and I don't want to make this about Joyce, but being that we're already a defensive-minded team,
yeah.
What are the pros and cons of her now being on this USA team with Carol Lawson being such a defensive-minded coach? To me, it just gives her more in her defensive bag, but I could be wrong. Let me know.
I mean, as of right now, the calls I got back from camp and stuff, it looked like she's going to end up being a starter. So if she end up being a starter, they highly think of her defensively. So that means that she's improved on that end, which pretty much is effort, angles, understand how to rebound, things like that. At the collegiate level and not high school. So what does that look like? But then you got a point. Then she can come into a point forward. By her starting at the 4, right? Because she could push the ball up the court. So that's a great thing for her. Offensive wise, I mean, you just want to see the maturity of her game, right? Shooting that 3, shooting the mid range, being consistent at the rim of scoring, and then knocking down free throws. It's just that simple. It doesn't take a lot, right? Because you're on Team USA. You're playing with a bunch of girls that's around you that's talented, right? But you gotta be consistent in your game. And I think she's gonna play extremely well.
But not only that,
they can put her at the 5 if they need to, but they got too many 5s, so she'll mainly play the 4 to 3.
if I was a cartoon, when he said point forward and all of that, when they say visions of sugar plums dancing in their head, y'all, my eyes lit up. Listen, check this out, because when you think about Joyce like that, right? So now you talking about Joyce bringing the ball up, but we also now are talking about Joyce having spent this time now with some of the players that we're going to play against in the SEC, the Camille Pierres, I mean not Camille, but Kayla Blakes, Flau'jae Johnson. Who else? There's some other SEC players in there that we may see.
Reagan Beers.
Reagan Beers. She's gonna be in there. Hannah. We may see Hannah along the way, right? What does that add to her bag defensively, especially what we know about her being such a cerebral player? And that's what I'm talking about the download. Yeah, Booker gonna be there too.
It's a plus, because when you at practice, you get to go against a Reagan Beers one possession, and you might get to go against Booker. And so that's why they think about playing her 3-4, right? Just say she has to go at Reagan Beers at practice, right? How much of the information that, I know, like Team USA, you learn a lot of things about players individually once you're there around them, right? That you don't get to see during the season, right? And so now I got a book on her. Hey, we can play her straight up. Hey, coach, when you get back, hey, coach, hey, let me guard her. I got the assignment. I know how to play her. I used to guard her at practice. It's light work, right? Hey, coach, I want that assignment against Booker. I had to guard her at practice, right? I know she's gonna go 1-2, boom. That's gonna be if you go 1-2 to the right, it's gonna be a shot. You go 1-2 to the left, she's gonna try to get to the rim. I can cut that off and make her get to a secondary move. Like, those are the things that you get to pick up, because hey, you don't get that time to go one-on-one at practice. You don't get that time to really sit there and see what people pattern moves are and develop and do different things with that. So it's a gift and a curse, right? The curse
especially
is
for a player like her, who's all up here.
Yeah. The curse is, all this information. Can you dissect what you just seen with the information? The gift is, I use the information that I just learned from these players, and I go and execute and stop them. So it's a gift. It's a gift and a curse from it.
Yeah, depending on how you got to use your power for good. Interesting though. No bets on this team.
Sienna is playing on U19's team. They didn't want her to play on the national team because they had so many centers.
Gotcha.
They had too many centers, so they bumped her to the U19's team, which makes more sense, because they didn't have no size on a U19's team, so they actually needed her there. Versus if you see, listen, they took.
I was just interested to see Betts and Edwards together. I wanted to see them on the floor together. Selfishly, I wanted to see what they look like.
I did too, but you got Reagan Beers, you got Audie Cooks, and Audie Cooks was slimmed down. She just slimmed down. So
I didn't want to bring her up. I didn't want to bring it up, but okay, now here we go. Yeah, come on, tell it now. Here we go. Yeah, Audie slimmed down. Audie ready to do some work now. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
She just slimmed down, so she looked like a different version of Audie Cooks. So how much up and down can she get? I think she kind of learned that from last year. Of like, man, listen, I'm tired of getting to a certain point and we can't get over the hump. What do I got to do? So all them questions, man, these people start listening to YouTube, start understanding, like, hey, damn, man, these people right, man, making common sense about some things. Hey, man, you got to get her in shape. You can't keep playing the 2-3 zone. You can only play it to so much. At some point, you're going to have to go and guard somebody.
The young lady that transferred in there with her, forgive me, I can't think of her name. The young lady that transferred in from Arizona also puts pressure on her to have to move around. You got to get in shape to be able to do what I'm bringing to the game.
Yeah,
I don't know. Lauren declined the main team. That I don't know.
No, she didn't. She didn't decline it. She didn't. She just wasn't. Her baby sister. She wanted to go watch her baby sister, right? What you got to realize with Lauren is in the situation is, if she goes there, she don't get to see her baby sister go play, and so it was more about going to go watch her play than it was about her playing.
Jada, thank you. I thought Beers had slimmed down too. I haven't seen Beers, so I don't know.
She ain't slimmed down. She looks exactly like she did at the end of the last season. She's put on a little weight, but she ain't slimmed down. From high school, Beers is slimmed all the way down. But far as last year to this year, but Audie Cooks is slimmed down.
So, we're gonna get back to these Gamecocks, but I want to ask: have you heard anything about Gracie Merkel as far as like slimming down, in shape? Anything on your radar about Gracie? And then we're gonna get back to the Gamecocks.
I haven't, but also ain't checking for her. So
no, I mean I get it. But especially with her going to Maryland and then going back to Penn State, you know, she was one of the bigs I was watching, so I'm interested. Beer's conditioning is so bad, not to be rude.
Well, how can you say that? How can you say that? I've known her for a lot of her life, so how can you say that? And
so,
what are you comparing to that? What are you comparing to that? Because that's the thing about it. What are you comparing that to?
So let me ask you this, because you said Beers has slimmed down a lot from high school to now.
Yes.
What is it that has her? Because to me, when the season ends, you get in the gym, you come back better than you were last season, and that's what I expected from Audie, for you to come back in better shape. She had the shoulder, Beers had the shoulder and everything this year, so I'm expecting her to be working this off season. What do you think it is at this point that doesn't have her in a better in better shape coming in?
This is one of the off seasons where she actually truly has a healthy off season, where she's not rehabbing for something. Mm-hmm. And so that plays a big part, and that's why I asked the question of what are you comparing that to? Because if you've seen the high school version of her, which Cess has a video, if you've seen that high school version of her and how big she was, and she was coming off an ACL injury and coming back to what she looks like now, is a night and day difference. A night and day. So that's what I'm saying. What are you comparing this to? Just based off the fact of what? Because when you even look at her at Oregon State to now, it's a little different. So where's Chavez? Chavez is at back at Oklahoma because she didn't make the team because she can't play defense. And it was just embarrassing. She don't. Yeah, like I don't even know if y'all even asked me that question. I'm
why you ask him? I was gonna swing on by that. I was gonna swing on by that. Why you ask him that? Don't ask him.
Listen. She ain't the only person that didn't make it. You know that number one recruit that's at Texas that they quote unquote they're supposed to do something. She didn't make the roster either. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Do you think it was just because it was too much of an overlap?
No, hey, listen, Cess. What is Carol Lawson DNA, right? Defense, right?
Yes, it is.
So yeah,
like her or not, like her or not, Crump. Yeah, like her or not, it's defense. That's who she is.
So if you can't play defense, that right there ain't even. That's right there is just a key to get you on the floor. Needs your offense. So when you look at them two been making Team USA and been giving opportunities to make Team USA and just been hand gifted Team USA, and so now you got to play with girls that's been in college. It's 90-day difference. Shake my hand. Thank you for coming out, for trying out. See you on, man. Go make it off your college. That's like what happened.
Okay.
Hey, but listen, you're right. She's all a shooter. But hey, listen, we got better shooters on her. That's been in college longer. We don't shake my hand, move around, man. We ain't got time for that. They've been getting away with it. Now you get to it's real now. It's real. You in college now. Like you in a trial with college kids that's on their way to the league, right? So hey, you got to guard a Hannah. What you gonna do? And you ask me why she didn't make it. She got to go out there. She got to go guard Hannah. Okay, cool. You can't guard Hannah. Well, here's the bagger. The bagger's Olivia Miles. Can you guard her? Oh, you can't guard Olivia? Okay, well, what else you going to bring to the table? You can't get your shot off? Now what? So what you on the team for?
So you brought up Olivia.
I wasn't even trying to bring her up.
Well, we're here now. So you brought her up. They're going back in the backcourt again. Do you expect them to go back there together? Now that we're talking about it, what is your opinion of the actual roster construction? Do you expect us to go win with this roster? What are you thinking?
If we can't go win with this roster, and I'll be on record, if we can't go win with this roster, we have a problem.
Okay, well. And would that problem be that we have a problem with talent, or we have a problem with coaching?
It'll come down to that championship game. Because I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna end up probably playing Canada. So with us playing Canada for the championship, we're gonna find out which one of the two was the talent, was the coaching.
Good question right here. If she couldn't get on the floor for Carol Lawson, how's she getting on the floor with Vic?
Because they need shooting.
Well, but they kept ain't they shooter is Verhulst, right? Verhulst coming back. That's their shooter, right?
I mean, but here's the thing though, it's gonna be more opportunities for her to make a roster in the season than her making it during the tryouts. So the tryouts, we need the best 12 girls right now.
Okay.
We need the best 12 right now. And at Texas, right? We got time to hide you on defense. We got time to go, like, we can go hide you on defense at Texas, right? We can put more shooters on the floor. Like, we can do some things. We ain't got time for that Team USA. That might cost us an L. We doing that. Like, they do got some professionals on these other teams that we gonna play against, right? They do got size, physicality. Like, you know, like once you get to Europe basketball, it's a more physical game. It ain't like you playing in the United States and it's all this finesse and you can't touch somebody. They can touch you in these type of games. You playing with Euro basket rules, not America rules, Euro basket rules. So the game is a lot more physical. So the physicality wise, what can you do on the floor to stay on the floor? In America, you're going to be allowed to stay on the floor because they're going to give you the ticky-tack fouls and all that. They're not going to bail you out like that in Europe. They're not.
When is the best time for a player to play USA ball? You think it's earlier in their career, later in their career?
I mean, it really don't matter.
The physicality and kind of the little nuances of the game. Is there a better time for a player to really be going after USA basketball, especially if you're trying to get to college, right? Like, I mean, when you're trying to get to the W and everything, like, is it better to go to college or what?
So Team USA, the earlier you play in Team USA, the easier it is.
Okay.
Because what you will see with, like, when Team USA go play in these tournaments at a younger, like 16U down, they win a lot of their games by 40 to 70 points. A lot.
Man, did you see that team only scored 12 on that?
Yeah.
They only put up 12 in the whole game against that USA team.
Yeah, and they already scored over 100. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you looking at that type of situations, you don't really get no learning or anything from that. It's just the experience. That's it, right? Once you start talking about U19s and above, now you're talking about, hey, you gotta go actually go beat somebody, right? Because the competition level is way better. So if you can get on I say U18 and up, you're in a good situation. Anything under U18s, man, it's just you just out there just having fun. That's all you're doing. U18s and up, you're gonna play somebody that got somebody, right? And you're gonna have to go out there and earn it. Especially like anything that's not like, well, even at like the Olympic time now, you can see that the games are starting to get harder, as it should be, because the talent is around the world is getting better. And what a lot of teams and countries do, they don't put their best players on their younger teams. They wait to play. They play them up on U18 and U19. They better players. So that's why you don't see the competitive games at the U16 level or the U18 and down. That's why you don't see a lot of competitive basketball, because they play their better kids up. So now by the time they get to the States or by the time they go professional, they've been playing against this since they were 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference of why, like, international players, when they get to professional, why they have more success than American players, because their players have been playing up, not by choice, but by default, because they better players have been the younger players.
Gotcha.
And they want to keep things competitive.
Let me see if we have anything else. Kamilla only got 3 fouls yesterday. Ariel actually fouled out.
And she dropped 29. I mean,
at some point, it seems like it's just a mismanagement, though, of the productivity of the player. You know what I mean? Like that's wasted. That's a wasted effort out there at this point.
I'll say this: I won't be surprised if Angel sits out 2 games while Kamilla's gone.
I mean, I said, that's the book.
I mean, but I already said this from the get go, man. Listen, when Kamilla leave, Angel sit down, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Go get your wrist surgery. You off for 6 to 8 weeks and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Be done with it.
I hope she don't need no more surgery. You think she need another surgery? I hope not.
I mean, something going on with the wrist. It could be just she just needs time to let it heal and not play. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but all I'm just taking back is what I'm seeing.
What up? You say, I hope Angel sits them all out. It's a possibility, that's for sure. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, the way they got everything constructed right now, she should sit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit out and let the organization figure out what the hell they're gonna do, right? Make them make it. Like, if I'm Angel, if I'm Area Atkins, guess what? We gonna get paid regardless. Make them make a decision. We'll low manage the hell out the season. Make them. Hey, listen. The only reason why Angel gonna play is because she want to make the All-Star game. If it wasn't for that, she wouldn't be playing. She'll sit out the rest of the season.
How close is she to making the All-Star game though?
She gonna make the All-Star game. The fans gonna vote her in. They're gonna vote her in just because of the disrespect that's going on in Chicago. And the league, if the league don't vote her in, somebody from the media or somebody from the coaches gonna vote her in. She gonna make the All-Star game.
Do you believe that she's an All-Star?
Is she having an All-Star season? No. Do they need her for ratings? Yes. That's what I would say to it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
They got to build up storylines, right, for the All-Star weekend, because All-Star weekend is always about storylines. And ain't the All-Star games in Indy, right?
Indy, yeah.
If I'm hurt,
here's the thing. Do I even want
to? I don't want to go to Indy. I would sit out the rest of the season. I would boycott Indy. But
why would you sit out? Why you keep saying the rest of the season? What is it about this whole season that you sitting out on? Why the whole season?
Man, listen. I'm preserving myself. I'm preserving my wrist, my health, my mental, all that to just like not be in Chicago. I will force you to make a decision which way this organization going. Either we're gonna take this thing out, or we gonna.
So that's your way of forcing the trade. That's your way. That's what I said. She has to force the trade. They're not moving her. She would have to force the trade.
And the only way you're gonna force the trade is, hey, listen, just stop coming to work. You know, don't come to work, right? Because listen, if you come to work, right, they can't find you for coming to work. But if you go ahead and say, hey, coach, I need to sit out, you know what I'm saying, because of my wrist, that, and the third, hey, she on the injury report. As long as she on the injury report, you good. Then they can't. Then the league can't find you. So the shit, man, we gonna chill out. My wrist is too hurt. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing. I need to have surgery. They're not letting me have surgery. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go to the players. You go to the players. What's the name with that? Hey, listen. Yeah, the union. Hey, listen. I need to have surgery on my hand, and they're trying to force me to play. I want to get my surgery done. Guess what? I'm out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's 2 months. That's damn near the whole season. What I'm coming back for? We ain't making the playoffs. Now you force Chicago Sky to do something. Like, you either gonna have to trade, release, or do something, right? Because now they can pick up somebody. Once Kamilla leaves, Chicago can pick up somebody. They can't pick up nobody till Kamilla leaves. And then what Chicago's so stupid, they activated Mo Gel when they shouldn't have activated her. But that's a whole other story for them.
What did you do? What you wanted to do with Mo Gel?
If you did not activate her, then you could sign 2 players. While you activate her, you can't.
But she was getting paid anyway.
Oh, she gonna get paid regardless.
She was getting paid anyway. So she didn't have to get activated. She didn't have to get activated to get paid. They could have just left her unactivated. They could have left her.
Yeah.
he was at to sign somebody else.
I listen. If I'm Mo Jeff, bro. If I'm Mo Jeff in the situation, hey man, my knee still hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there collecting a paycheck. Man, my knee still hurt. What you mean?
When you put it like that, Mo Jeff might not have wanted to get activated either. Mo Jeff might have been like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Don't even worry about me over here. I'm straight.
Hey, listen, I'm collecting over a smoother 2K, 200K, just to chill on the bench and watch y'all lose, and I ain't got to deal with the headaches and being in the media, getting caught off of the BS. Oh, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm big chilling. Give my 200K. I ain't got to deal with this. Matter of fact, hey, if y'all don't need me to come to the games and want me to just stay at the crib and collect my check, I'm good with that too. I'm good because listen, what you gonna do?
Just call me when you need me. Rob sound like
call me when you need me. What? I'm being real about it. Listen, what?
Just call me when you need
me. Listen, I ain't got to go through the abuse from the fans. we suck. I ain't got to go through the media scrutiny. I ain't got to deal with the ownership. I can sit at home and collect the check, man. Hey, listen, I love to work. I'm a hardworking person. I'm a hardworking individual. But what you got to go through for a peace of mind, shit, that 200K worth a peace of mind. I'll sit at the crib. Hey, I want you. I dare you to cut me. What you gonna do? You gonna cut me? That's cool. You still gotta pay until it's guaranteed. So you gonna take a negative hit anyway. So the only thing you can do is train me.
You don't have to pay me, big dog. You don't have to pay me.
So hey, listen, would you take Mo Jeff over Dana? Guaranteed contract for guaranteed contract?
Here's what I don't know enough about Mo Jeff. I don't know enough about Mo Jeff. Here's the thing. They kept saying Mo Jeff was coming to fix everything last year, and it was like, hey, if she can get healthy, she's a scorer, she can defend, she can get to the basket. I haven't been able to see it, and I didn't follow her enough. So for me, I'm out on both of them. I'm looking at somebody else because we didn't charge them two. What else? What else is going on?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just asking. I'm asking for if you want me to give you a real opinion, I don't think Mo Jeff is hurt. I just think she played the system because
we here for hot takes. We here for hot takes. I said we here for hot takes. So if that's your take, let us know.
I don't think she's truly hurt. I just think she over there. Hey, listen, I see what y'all see. I'm just ducking the media. I'm ducking the fans. I'm over here chilling, collect my 200K. What you gonna do about it? That's what I think for real. But it's just me. It's just me. But
we here for the hot takes. We here for the hot takes. He said she ain't even hurt.
She ain't really hurt. She ain't really hurt.
So
you see, listen. You see how fast they activate her? She ain't really hurt.
What can she bring? What can she bring to the team?
She could bring some leadership on the floor. I'm talking about her on the floor stuff that she could do. She could bring you leadership on the floor. She can break down defense, get into the paint, which is what they need, right? They need a guard that can get to the paint. That's a willing passer. They can go score. She can do all those quality things for you. The thing about her thing always being is health. Huh?
Who are they putting on the floor with?
You put her or no. You want her to play. You want if she's good enough to go, if she's activated, she's healthy. You got to make her the starter, right? You got to put her out there with Ariel Atkins. She'll make the team look a little better. Always been the biggest issue with her is health. She has that AI syndrome. She can't stay off the floor. Like everything she do, she's on the floor. Like, she making shots, she get hit, she on the floor. She go to the rim, she shoot a layup, she on the floor. Like she got that AI syndrome. She can't stay off the floor. Like get up off the what the heck? Why are you on the floor? You made a simple pass. What you on the floor for?
AI syndrome. Come on.
She got the AI syndrome. Yeah. That can't get off the floor. God damn, man. Every time I look around, you on the goddamn floor. What you on the floor for?
Get up, Ariel. No, get up, Mo. He says Mo Jeff. Get up, Mo. Get up, Mo. Get up, Mo.
Yeah, but listen, a healthy Mo Jefferson, it looks better, right? And so when people talk about, why Vanderstoot was on them, Vanderstoot was already playing that many minutes because Mo Jefferson wasn't activated. If Mo Jefferson was activated, it makes it easier, right? Because now you'll kick an HVL to the 2. So now she can play with a little bit of freedom. Now she's Ariel Atkins back up, and she ain't the point guard's back up. So it made a little difference, right? So injuries play a part in what they were trying to do and things like that. That's why I'll never get into the argument about Sloot playing so many minutes. I'm like, damn, the backup point guard, she's sitting on the bench. It's street clothes chilling and faithfully chilling. Don't even look like she want to come back.
Hey man, I ain't in no rush. If y'all ain't in no rush, what we rushing for?
Mo Jefferson getting paid $200K, and she ain't played not one game. She big chilling. She ain't hurt. She just don't want to be out there. I listen.
Swear she ain't hurt. Stop saying that.
I you know why? No, she ain't hurt. You know why? You know why they keeping her healthy? So they can trade it somewhere. They trying to find a trade for somebody.
Okay, so where do you think she end up? Where's a good spot?
I don't know where she end up. But listen at this. If I got a guaranteed contract for $200K, and I can go make a trade, and I might put two people in there, we might need her salary. You know what I'm saying, to trade. But if she hurt, we can't trade her. So we need her to be healthy. So we gonna play that she hurt, but she really healthy. We just trying to line something up. Like something ain't making sense what they doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It ain't making sense.
I got you. Oh, let's see. If the new you say Angel may be the gonna have one of the biggest contracts in women's basketball history. Yeah, it's a Sky player getting paid $200,000 and not playing. Yeah. She not in the community bringing fans courts for no reason. Believe me, they kissing her ass behind the scenes. She not going nowhere. Well, I mean, here's the thing. She brought it into every community that she's been into, though. So I mean, yeah. I don't deny that they're trying to keep Angel happy because they want to keep Angel in the building. But I don't know that just because she's doing some stuff in the community means that she's not going anywhere. Like she did the courts in Baton Rouge, in Baltimore, and in Chicago. From what I understand, she did.
It's a lot of players that do stuff in the community. I mean, they ain't gonna get traded. Like, that don't stop nothing.
I mean, like, I'm not mad at the community, but I'm not going to sit here and just rock my career away because they kissing my ass behind the scenes. That's not going to get me a championship. That's not going to get me the respect that I'm looking for as a winner in this league because you kissing my ass behind the scenes. Like, other than kissing my ass behind the scenes, what deal? What are you showing me? Have they broke ground on the facility yet? Is the foundation laid? They pour any concrete, back the truck up. Put the little yellow marks on the ground. Put the little flags in the ground. Anything. Gas line here. Any of that. Y'all see any of that in Chicago? Let me know.
They still ain't even approved it yet. Like, they still got to get it approved. What are we talking about?
Right. So, I mean, I don't care about what you do behind the scenes. If it's not going to get me to a championship, I'm not so interested. This guy is projected to have a top 3 pick and traded it to Minnesota for HBL. But because I know I'm gonna have to get out of here soon because we got now what coming up. But let's talk about these other Gamecocks here before it's time for me to go. Zaya Cook, Seattle Storm, 8 points, 3 assists. I think is that right? Man, I think she's earned the trust with her defense. I want to make sure I get her stats right though.
Hey, listen, my thing with Seattle is, man, the consistency, right? Man, just letting Zaya Cook go out there and cook. Let her cook. You know what I'm saying? They don't be out there trying to let her cook, man. Let her cook, man. Give her some quality minutes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need 3-point shooting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to play scholar. Like, this is what I don't understand with teams. Like, they be playing players 30 minutes out of 40 minutes for what? Like, it's a long season. How about preserving the 28 minutes, right? And get them other 12 minutes to one of your bench so you develop your bench players. So when you get to the playoffs and you really need your bench to come in and do something, they have the ability to do something because they're
not gonna have the heart to go to their bench. That's why, right? You know it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's always like I said, you only need 8 players, right? You need a good solid 5 and 3 bench players. That's what you need to go win the championship. If you ain't got a good solid 8, shit, good luck. You ain't win no championship. I don't care what you're talking about. You need a good solid 8.
We still got Ty Harris out. I think Ty's done for the season.
Ty done for the season, yeah.
I don't know if Ty had to have surgery or anything like that. I know she's out.
With speedy recovery to Ty, but yeah, she out for the season. I think the way Dallas season going, it's a blessing. It's a blessing that I'm glad she's out for the season. Oh, yeah. Not due to injury, but I'm just glad that she got to deal with what's going on down there for real. and she can keep a level head about everything. So yeah, good.
Yeah, she can protect her mental and
But
physical a little bit more than others.
I see they starting to come around in Dallas. I see some things they doing, but it's what it is.
Allisha Gray, Alondra Gray.
Yeah. Right now, top three.
MVP
Yeah,
conversation for me.
top three MVP. She's got to be, most improved. She
At
got
a
to be in that
30 ball.
conversation. The way she got Atlanta looking right now is good. I know Ryan Howard had a couple good games over the last 3 games. But I mean, she's been the main staple of the team there so far this season. When everybody else has been inconsistent, she's been consistent. So it just seems to me like every time the team starts to be inconsistent, she be consistent to get them over the hump. And then when everybody clicking, she ain't really scoring a lot or doing a lot of things. So, but no, it's good to see her finally getting recognized. She should make the All-Star game. It should be undeniable. She makes the All-Star game.
Make sure y'all get out there and vote. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's an All-Star in this league.
Listen. The problem I got is people not voting, and then y'all letting Indiana control all the voting right now. And guess what? They got players that ain't even playing off the bench in the top 25 and players to make the All-Star game. Like, come on, dog. We got to stop with the nonsense, man. We got to stop with it. So. We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta own our part, right? If y'all want to see somebody in the All-Star game, man, go out there and vote. It's just as simple. Go out there and vote. You got 50% of the opportunity to see your favorite player in the All-Star game. So don't let Indiana get bench players that don't even play in the All-Star game because y'all letting all these day fans vote. Now I just seen their fans go steal some people accounts, you know what I'm saying, and vote for people, which is wild, but. Yeah, man, we got to go vote, man. We got to go vote. But back to Allisha Gray, Allisha Gray and pow, bow.
Wow,
Man.
you better believe it.
All right, they out there doing their thing, man. They out there cooking in Atlanta. Pow's become the fan favorite in Atlanta. I would love to see the W do something with the rookies, man. Allow them to, have some type of fun during the All-Star game, All-Star weekend. So we'll see. But man, Paul just definitely deserves some love, man, because she's been cooking. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll say this with Atlanta. I would love to see them in the fourth quarter play Allisha Gray and Paul together, and let her really truly build that confidence to close games, because I think that's a lot of they need that they don't even know that they're missing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to answer the question. Is the top 10 fans vote automatically in the game? That I don't have an answer to, so I don't want to quote and say anything.
I don't remember. I don't know how many exactly the fans get.
They get 50%, right, of the rock,
but it don't necessarily. But what I don't know is, this year because it's the captains, maybe it don't matter if you East or West. It don't have to be.
It don't matter if you East or West.
It may not matter about that. So it could just be the top 10. I'm not sure. I don't want to mess
So the first 10 is basically the starters, right? And then the 25% goes to the media, which is the reserves. 25% goes to the coaches, which is the other reserves. So the top 10, that sounds about right, just due to the fact of that's who the starters are. The first 5, but the captains get to pick their team. So out of the top 10, they get to pick their starters and their reserve players. So we'll see. That's people not voting. If Kamilla's only 22, that means the people ain't voting. Because there is some couple players from Indiana that's above her that I don't even understand why they there, but they are. So we gotta do our job.
Get the voting. You gotta get the voting. Let's see who else we got on the list before we get out of here. Pop out. Tonight, Fago got in the game.
There you go. Yeah.
We got a couple
more. Let's go. We got a couple more. We ain't got this.
Oh yeah, no. I just said who's next. I still got at least like 3 more after Fago.
Yeah. All right. Hey, so listen, man. Listen. It's good to see Fago on the floor. She looking confident. I just want to give her some more minutes. Let's see what she can do. Give her some more minutes. But I like what she's done so far in LA. We've been calling for it, and we finally got it. That she's hitting the floor. So let's see it.
Let's see. After Fago, Tiffany Mitchell in Las Vegas, and it's weird. It's weird because it's like she's a veteran. She hold the bench together, but when the hell is she gonna get on the floor for real? It ain't in the spots that I thought, and I don't know if it was because Asia was out and now that Asia's back, we'll start seeing them together on the floor together if that was the plan. But I think Tiffany could do more in Las Vegas, and I don't know if it's still just bringing her back. Your thoughts? I want to see more Tiffany Mitchell on the floor. I think that she can be a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna really get into this when we have our Aces show, because it's a really lot I got to break down. When you start looking at like career stats and breaking down like people across the board and numbers wise, I'm gonna get into all that. But when you look at Tiff Mitchell, I don't think that Vegas know how to use her. I'm gonna say that, right? Vegas trying to make her to a 3-point shooter. She's never been a 3-point shooter in her life, and so they always put her in the corner or sometimes in the slot. Which being in the slot is fine, right, for her abilities. But when she's in the corner and she's trying to drive, it's never going to be a successful situation, right? And normally when you put somebody in the corner, you're looking for them to shoot the 3 ball. And majority of the time when she gets the ball in the corner, she's wide open for the 3. But because she's not a consistent 3-point shooter, and that's not been her skill set for her entire career, we got to learn to put her in a different position where she could be successful. And that's why I say I don't think that I don't think Vegas understands how to utilize her because we're not putting her in position to be successful. And so when you look at the overall grand scheme of things, we got to put players in better positions to be more successful, and you'll get better results.
Got you. I like it. And again, I also feel like this is an opportunity for her to find some place to stick, right? And so if it's with Asia and his team, this is the time to let it be known as we start going into this. Here's what we got going on.
Here's what they could do. They could actually run some horns action where they put Asia at one elbow and they put her at the other elbow and run Jackie or Gray off the action. And let them pick a side, and then that allow her to come downhill and attack because she needs room to downhill attack into the rim. That's when she's at her best, right? So there's some action they can run for her to be successful. They're just not running off. It's adjustments, right? You're not making adjustments with the personnel that's in the game, and that's why you're running to the situation. So, hey man, we're not getting this out of this, or we're not doing this out of that. It's because you're not running action with the players you're not running the right action with the players that's in the game. You're running action that if you have the same exact lineup when you sub and you don't, right? You go from taking out a shooter to bringing in a slash player. So that means you have to adjust the offense to the slash player and not the shooter. So now when you don't have Lloyd in that corner shooting the 3, now you have Tiff in the corner. She's gonna look to attack the rim. So we just gotta adjust when certain people are in the game. Just adjust to their skill sets, and that's what'll make us better in the long term. Instead of just we're trying to run the same action, we're trying to run the same play as if we have the same skill set on the floor, and we don't.
Got you. So, wait, what y'all saying here?
We gonna get to Breezy. We're gonna get to LA and Breezy. Just be patient.
Yeah, they coming. It's just getting Tiffany Mitchell active because we want to be able to keep her. We want to be able to keep her working. The next one up, because he should be here working. Let's talk about these Golden State Valkyries. I kept them last because everybody, including me, was like, "Man, the Valkyries tanking. What are they gonna do?" And you can go back and look on my live. I was like, "What the hell did they put together? What is this roster?" I laughed at them. I had to come back on here and be like, "Yo, they not taking," and I was wrong. And my apologies, salute to y'all because y'all showing up shooting hoop, and super respect to what Nakase is doing there. She got them playing defense. It looks like defense is sending it, is starting everything else. But the biggest thing that I wanted to call out is that they brought back these 2 Gamecocks and they brought them back, 1-2. it looks like they're going to allow them to be able to go out and bring the defensive pressure that they need to really try to make a push. I'm not saying that Golden State Falcons is going to go win the championship or nothing like that, but they're going to spoil some people's dance cards. Some people that thought that they were just going, or some people that thought that they had just checked this one off, like, oh, that's a win. Oh, it ain't just a win. You're going to have to come take some from them because they scrappy. So shout out to them. And I also got to apologize to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson was like, hey, shut up. We don't want to hear about it. Y'all don't understand what Kia Stokes do. Y'all don't see all the other stuff that Kia Stokes does for us. So they gave Kia Stokes some real love yesterday. So I'm gonna keep looking. Asia, I trust you. I'm gonna keep looking. I trust you, but I ain't seeing
it. Asia, I will push back on that. You're lucky I'm not in the media for the Aces. I would definitely push back on that conversation. I would love to have a one-on-one conversation with Asia Wilson, just because I just want to know the basketball sense of what I mean. I get what she's trying to do. I guess she's trying to build her confidence. It's more about building her confidence up. So she's more than anything else. So that's why I'm gonna leave it alone. But I can put back on it easy.
That's what I'm saying is I'm gonna wait and see what it is that you say. You say Asia's too nice. Asia, hey, I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna trust the process.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end
LA
of the day,
permanent in the league. Here's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
At the end of the day, don't say Asia's too nice. Somebody's got to build her confidence up because ain't nobody else sticking up for her. So Asia just say, you know what, I'm gonna go stick up for her in the media, right? We know that she's giving her 0 points. We know that she's giving us 6 rebounds a game, right? But can we do more? Yes, we can. But what we asking her to do, what they're asking her to do is what she's doing, right? So we could be upset all we want, but whatever the Aces are asking her to do, that's what she's doing. So they're not upset with it. That's why she stays in the starting lineup, and that's why she's out there. It's just what it is. So we have to go with whatever they're asking her to do.
And basically, that was what Asia told us: mind your business. Mind your business is fine over here. So hey, minding my business, heard. What they say, heard. Yeah, heard.
Yeah.
To
go to state. Yeah, but to get back to Golden State, right? At the next evolution, I want to see Golden State. To be honest with you, I want to see them be like Phoenix, right? Get up and start pressing people. Let's get up and start pressing people. Like, hey, listen, you got all them wings, all them guards out there with length. When they actually do go press people, they get turnovers. I just want to see them start. You be just like Phoenix. Start the game off pressing. Let's see what it look like. Just get out. Let's start pressing. Let's get to work, and we're gonna see what you're really about. But no, man, what LA is bringing to the table, man, is we all know she shouldn't have been cut, but at the end of the day, they just bring more hunger for her for the season. And she out there hooping, right? And she's showing you why she should be in the league. She's showing you that, hey, listen, another franchise didn't value what I brought to the table. They didn't want to play me. Now I got my opportunity where I get to a franchise and they're allowing me to be who I am. And they pointed to me, right? As you can see in Golden State, man, when somebody come out that game, if the head coach ain't stop you, one assistant is pulling up to you. Hey, man, hey, great job. Hey, I like what you did on the floor. Hey, when you come in, do this, that, and the third. And you don't see nobody saying no. Everybody's saying yes. I understand. I made the mistake. Boom, boom, boom. And that you're seeing growth. You're seeing maturity, right? And they got a good mixture of players. They got a good mixture of vets with youth. And then they got some middle ground people. And they got no star on the team. So can't nobody be like, hey, you bigger than nobody, because everybody on the same boat, right? And you know what I'm saying? And so to see Breezy Hall at the end of that game, score her first layup and then get to the free throw line. Come on, hey Breezy. Only thing I'm mad at you about, you got to make your free throws. You can't go 1 for 3 at the free throw line. You got to make your free throws. But outside of that, I'm good with it. Good
and to see everybody pouring into Breezy like, yo, all right, Breezy, you score. Even her laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's just Breezy. You can see her fitting in. I'm excited to see how much more she does. Like I said, I thought she was gonna play against Indiana, but I understand. But she's been on the floor now, so we go from here. It's up from here. It's up from here for Breezy.
Yeah, man, it's a good time to see. I mean, they got four players out, right? So do all 4 players come back, or who don't come back, right? And this is why you got to keep playing to keep hooping, right? Because even though them players are gone for a couple of weeks, who comes back and who doesn't?
That's the big question.
Because everybody don't got to come back. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go home and chill out for, you know what I'm saying, for a little minute after that, or they see a better opportunity somewhere else where they can make some more money, they can do whatever they want. They don't have to come back. Their contract is temporarily suspended, so they don't necessarily have to come back. So who comes back and who doesn't is going to be a real key.
Well, I mean, I think I forget. James said somebody already had opted out of their contract, so I think they said LA was good as far as like having a spot. I don't know. I think Breezy they still have to make room for Breezy, so it's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah,
just like
but they opted out of a country to go play in Europe, so that's a whole different situation, right? Once
most. But
Eurobasket,
I thought he was saying they opted out. They asked to be let go after that was over as well. I may have misunderstood that. James,
no,
if you in the chat,
they opted out, but they still have an option of if they feel like after
to come back.
Eurobasket, this is what they want to do, they can come back. That's what I'm saying. So
Gotcha.
it's a mutual agreement from the player and the organization if they want to, you know what I'm saying, what they want to do, because they gave them the option to, hey, you can make your decision after your basket is done, right? Because that's in the WNBA litigation that they can't do nothing to you, right? As long as you're going over there and you playing, it's really up to that player, right? And if that player don't want to come back, it's because they don't feel like they get enough minutes or they get enough shots or this, that, and the third. So you got to wait for all that stuff to play out, right? Because it can get dicey. They ain't gonna waive all of them now. So some of them they gonna come back. Like the only one center they got on the roster, she coming back. Now the other guards slash wings, man, that's all up in the air. But that center, she coming back. That's the only center they got.
Exactly. What else you got for the rest of the day before I get ready to jump off here? 110 in the chat. Make sure y'all run up likes up on both the platforms, please.
I don't really got nothing. Me, my brother back, Coach Dre. So we gonna definitely get some bus talk this week. But for us today, nothing on the slate. So hope everybody out there, y'all having a great day. Hope we got to bring y'all some great content during the lunch hours. But man, it's been a blessing. Another live with Cess Talk Sports and RobDaManMedia. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to both platforms, hit that notification bell so when we go live, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all tune in. Bring a friend to bring a friend. All right. So share this thing.
We owe y'all a VIP too.
Hey man, we gonna start challenging y'all. Who can bring the most people to the live? You know what I'm saying? We might drop a little gift or something. You never know. But we gonna start challenging.
So and we owe y'all a VIP, so we'll figure it out. We owe y'all some VIP content. Y'all make sure y'all sign up for the VIP. I'm coming back with the nephew. We're gonna talk some Chicago Sky stuff and just hoops with now what the sound of. Y'all pull up. We appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. RobDaManMedia, Mr. Shake My Hands. Let's talk sports.